Well, this is Rob from Ranger Rob Country Living Podcast, and my screen didn't change. Or something's wrong. So, are we broadcasting? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it goes. Oh, there it goes.
Nope, we lost John.
There it goes. There.
There he is.
My screen didn't switch. I'm going, something's wrong. Okay, so welcome to Ranger Rob Country Living Podcast. This is episode 69er. And before we get going, I need to remind you that this is a podcast. And then, so if you like to listen to podcasts on your cell phone, just go to your regular software, search up Ranger Rob Country Living Podcast, and we're there. And then put us in your favorites. We appreciate it. And we also are on Rumble, and we're also on Twitch. And before we get going, I also want to introduce our host, of course, which is J&D Hobby Pig. I just want to read this wrong every time. Pig Hobby Homestead.
Hi, everybody.
And down below, of course, is the legendary West Side Oregon John Pearson.
Hey, y'all.
And so yesterday I thought about you, John.
Well, thanks for thinking about me.
So I was sitting there chasing my pig with this jar, trying to get some liquid out of her, and when I was successful, all I could think of is like, I thought of you. I'm going, I should tell John this is the easiest way to get apple cider. So,
Rob,
That's wrong.
this is the easiest way.
yeah. So for those of you who are not on top of what I'm talking about, is I'm going to start the day off with. So I've been worried about one of my pigs, Zelda, whether she was pregnant or not. And I talked about this a little bit on the last week's show, but I actually got my pig pregnancy test, which is like a human's type thing. So the funny part is if you're going to do this, you got to get the sample. So believe it or not, I did get it on video.
Did you really?
Yes, I talk about good timing.
What a professional.
I had a camera in the left hand, a jar in the right. And so anyway, so I got my sample, and we did a test, and we were you'll see on the video, it comes out Wednesday, that we showed a positive that she is pregnant. So that was good news, because we were trying to debate like whether we know that she got pregnant later than Maggie, our bigger pig. So there could be as much as a month between them, which is fine. But we didn't know whether we would have to put her back in with Sparky or Boar. So that hopefully, if the reading's correct. So I have a little bit, you guys get a little sample of Wednesday's video of the video I made, and I'll let you see it. And so you can see the whole time I'm just going, what am I doing? But here it is. Figure out how to.
Ed pros.
Yep, I broke it.
You
Come on.
did it.
Well, it was supposed to work.
Oh, you're not pedaling fast enough.
Freezing birds and
Billy Rub, are you?
So potty or not, and then they'll chase her down with a jar, but no guarantees. So I'm gonna sit down here and wait for a minute. Well, I've been sitting here for a while. We might have a chance. Zelda is getting a drink of water. Hopefully that simulates her to go potty. I have my jar ready, and how I'm going to film this, I don't know, but the important thing is to capture the
Let's go.
This is like going to the drive-in.
Like, come on, pee, come on, pee.
Yeah, you just lost your PE rating.
Well, she went back to do a little bit more. Looks like Maggie's going to go.
Well, of course, the other pig, no problem.
Yep, she's in position. And there she goes. But that's the wrong pig.
Right over there.
I should capture that one, but I'm staying on mission. Zelda. That's the one we want. But she's focused on food.
This is a real low moment in my life.
Dude, good job.
Yay!
And he gets it. Look at that. I just need a little bit. I can't believe I did that. But I got my sample. All right, now we got our sample. We're going to go in
Send
the
it to
house
John Pearson.
in the sink very carefully.
Anyway.
That's hilarious.
You know your life has gone to hell when you're just filming yourself catching pee on a pig.
Oh my goodness. Hey, it gives me something to look forward to. I don't have
Yeah.
female pigs.
So yeah, you just put a couple of drops in a little device here, shows a couple of lines if she's pregnant, and so far everything it said she was pregnant. So
Nice.
I hope so. Hope it's true. You know, I've never used one of these, and so I don't know how reliable they are, but anyway, that was the excitement of chasing a pig in a semi-snowy day with a jar. So,
I guess.
the second big thing that was going on over here is on my our mobile chicken shaw. We put one of those new chicken door on it, but it was the kind that they call a chicken shedder. And I think I described to you guys last week is it's like those window covers in Arizona on your windows, and you have shutters that come down to protect you from the hot weather.
Mhm.
Anyway, the chicken door works the same way, and it's really cool. So get that installed. Is pretty easy to use. So I'm ready to pick up some chickens from Debbie and John. If it quits snowing.
Yep.
If it stops snowing, yeah.
Mhm.
And Jack just made it in. Good to see you, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
And
Don't forget shout outs.
actually, I was just getting close to that. So in fact, I'll just go ahead and switch on over and let's do shout outs.
Yep.
It's time for Ranger Rob's shout outs. Yes, this is the time we want to recognize businesses, websites, and services. Here's today's spotlights.
Spotlight. So I forgot to also mention that Aimee couldn't make it tonight. And hopefully we'll see her next week. And anybody want to start with the shout outs?
We got shout outs.
Go ahead, start it
So
out.
we want to shout out to Chicken for Backyard. That's who we got our turkeys from. They were born on the 6th and here by the 8th.
Wow.
And healthy,
good.
strong. Yeah, really quick. But,
Especially
yeah.
since they came from
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so yeah, they
Just
did job.
downwind from Idaho. Good deal.
Yeah. Communication was perfect, right on
Nice.
spot. So
That's
yeah, I
awesome.
want a big shout out to them.
Oh,
And then also Redmond Smokehouse
Mhm.
added on my pig that I wanted my extra pig. Added it on, no problem. So they all get done at the same time.
That's
Nice.
great.
That's real good. That's not easy.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
so
it was
we
hard
were-
to get the first appointment.
Yeah, we were kind of sweating it because one that we've had this is going on the second year.
You haven't been
And
able to get her
we
in.
didn't know we were ever going to get rid of her.
She's got more cooney in her, so she's
A lot of fat.
politely chunky.
did you
Yeah,
did the video that I made of your house come out already?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
yeah, we watched it.
I
Mhm.
was telling you, one thing was really amazing is how we had that little pig we called Dinky, which was just a little runt, this little thing. And so Debbie and
Smaller
John
than a
took him.
runt.
And I'll tell you the truth, I traded her for a refrigerator. Anyway, I go over there, and that pig is actually about the same size as all the other pigs now. So it's just really
Well, we
strange.
feed them that really good giant food. So,
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw that the size of that dinky, because you know, you're right, that was such a little runt.
Yeah.
So cute, you know, it'd be cute to stay like that forever. But
I was hoping.
man,
well,
it's
he was what?
it looks delicious.
Pretty close to 6 weeks when we got him.
No, he was over 8 weeks.
Oh,
he was,
and he could still fit in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
He was small.
Yeah, he was smaller than
actually
a runt.
Dinky's a boy, and I had to castrate him. And being smaller, he was a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, you had to wait until he was what? Almost 8 weeks.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we didn't dare try to do him the same time that we did the other ones because he was so small. But well, it worked out.
He's not
the other
small
thing,
Mm-mm.
and any other call outs?
I've got one. I've got
good.
one. So mine is just a good one. You guys should check it out if you ever have any snowy days that you just, you know, can't get out of the house and you just
I don't
wonder
know what you're talking
what's
about.
on
What is
TV.
that?
Every day here.
I don't know what snow is.
Duncan Henry is the name of his YouTube channel, and he has a family butcher shop up in Canada, and he does videos. It's called Duncan Henry. His name is Duncan Henry.
Duncan Henry.
Duncan, yeah. And anyway, he shows, it's super informative. Everything from the simple 1, 2, 3 ABCs of butchering a pig to deer, different cuts, different sausages. You know, when I processed those last 2 pigs, I decided I was going to try to do some sausage and things like that. So I was doing a little investigating, trying to see, you know, just a good breakfast sausage flavoring and a good Italian sausage flavoring. Anyway, I came across his channel. It's fantastic. And during the month of March, he does a video every day during March. He does them once or twice a week anyway, but every day during March, where he takes a specific sausage recipe from this Marinsky, some famous sausage maker, I guess, this Marinsky sausage book, and he does a different sausage every day in the month of March. He calls it Marinsky March Madness. Anyway, it's really interesting, and you can learn a lot. Beef, deer, pigs, all of that, how they're butchered, the cuts, and it's just really, really interesting. Really good guy.
Excellent.
Yeah, we've been watching this one down in New Zealand that has an acorn farm.
Oh, really?
And he feeds the pigs the acorns.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He says the flavor that comes out is just amazing.
Nice.
Jack has a question for you, Rob.
Yeah. So Central Oregon Grown is the new site that we're going to be selling our pork and our chicken and our beef but it's being built. The shopping cart's actually done, but the website is not done yet. I got to write some content for it. So this is a long process. So anyway, starting I think in a couple of weeks, the actual site will be available to see. So yes, the Central Oregon Grown is not online because we're not actually open till the end of April. So it doesn't even really make sense to turn that on yet. So anyway, it's kind of a long process working with a company like this, but it's going to be pretty cool when it's done. But yeah, good point. Central Oregon Grown is not online yet, but it will be as soon as we turn on a little switch. But I have no content in it because I'm working on that. So I'll get with it. I'm working on it. So thank you for
Rob. Your background picture, is that the thing from Wizard of Oz?
No, I don't think so.
Where Annie M lives?
No,
Looks like it.
I thought that was your backyard.
Well, no, it doesn't. Mine, at least my poles are straight.
See, we're still on shout outs, and the last one I want to throw mine in is Goldshaw Farms. And the reason being is I just watched one of his videos, and he's talking about he's very he has a lot of clutter. If you've seen my office, it's the same way, and he is disorganized and the whole works. So he's trying to rebuild a brand new office, and so he just it reminded me of my wife Sherry, because when we get these great ideas like the wife's going to be gone, we're going to do something really special for them, and when they're gone, they'll come back and they're going to be so impressed. And so when his wife comes home to see this new office that he built, you could see that it's like, why isn't it this way all the time? Type thing, or organized. So she's not as excited about it as say me or Morgan was about the fact that he got his office all reorganized and nicely. And you could tell the wife was just like, this house should be all the time. And yet we're expecting our wives to be all excited about this, So I don't know how many projects I've done. I've said, like yesterday when I captured the pig stuff, and I like, Sherry, I got the stuff. It's like, okay. Not quite as excited about it as I am, but it was kind of humorous. I could definitely see his relationship with his wife is pretty much kind of like mine. Mine's analytical and data driven, and he's disorganized and a visionary, and that's exactly how I am. So I got to check a lot of that. So Goldshaw Farms and Morgan, I got to kick out your last video. So, and
That would be
next
John,
up-
disorganized.
I think
Yeah.
that's a John thing.
Yeah.
John, is it a John thing?
Yeah, and then he picks something up and he thinks he needs a cookie.
Yeah. I get it.
Oh.
I totally understand. Cookies. Now
I crack myself up.
I thought so. I understand you bought more chickens.
No.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like every time we've had a show, I bought in four, bought this, and it's like, okay, well, she's probably done. And we just got a note yesterday, I think it was. I just got 4 more chickens.
Rob, I'm sorry, but I do have to correct you. It's not she.
It's not what?
It's not
Oh, really?
It's this one.
Oh.
Both times. This one.
It's a he, she.
Yep.
Really?
So
No, you did not.
so what were the 4 new chickens that you got, John?
Oh, I got a couple of rocks and some nice little gray looking ones. I'm not sure what they are.
They're called pebbles.
They look like pebbles. They're tiny little things. Wasn't it an off something?
Yeah,
Come here, baby.
but that's what it is.
I'll be done. That's cute.
Yeah, the both of them are really cute.
But they're like battleship gray.
Huh.
Almost a lavender color gray.
They didn't,
Wow.
you can't remember what they were, huh?
It started with an A, didn't it?
I can't remember.
All right, so you just buy chickens if they're
Called
pretty.
chicken.
Yeah, he just.
Well, when
I made the
When they're-
mistake and went to the bathroom.
when they're full grown, they're solid gray, and they'll go
Oh.
really good with my solid black ones.
Nice.
I think they're Easter eggers.
Oh, okay. There you go.
But yeah, I made a mistake and I went to the bathroom and came back with a box with 4 chickens in it. So now I have what? Almost
24.
52 chickens in here.
Oh, Lord.
Plus, my ones that I was hatching out is due tomorrow. But I don't know if they're fertilized yet. I might have grabbed those too soon. And so then I have another incubator that I got.
Oh,
I
Lord.
have my top hat Polish going. I got 6 of those.
Boy, you
So,
were just
yeah.
getting Sat on.
I
I think this is your
Is it
little
good?
one that you. But he was just getting sat on.
I know. This is the one that I think's dead all the time. This is what he does all day. So I get up and make him move around, but he's just, I
Huh.
don't know. He sleeps all the time.
What is he?
Turkey.
This is a turkey.
Oh, turkey.
And today, that little part on his nose to help him get out of the shell, they all just came off today.
Oh,
Yeah, see, just, I don't know.
The way this is going, every week we have a show. We can just have a new show and tell the new chicken.
Come on, baby. Yeah,
Hey,
this-
guys, I got to step aside for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Here, let me
I'll
put
hold him.
Okay. I don't know.
So-
I don't think he's gonna
So
make
how
it.
many total chickens do you have now?
50, counting the Rhode Islands that I'm giving you, I think I have 59.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
And the Red Rangers are only here for what, 18 weeks? And then I'll be dropping back down to just my eggers.
So that'd be 28.
that's,
Yeah,
that's,
something like that.
that's not
But
too bad.
yeah, I'm gonna keep a rooster and a couple hens out of the red so I can hatch out our own, not pay that shipping cost.
I forgot to mention that.
The birds.
I haven't heard from Reb today. I don't know, but I didn't get a message. So Reb may be here today, maybe not. Reb's kind of interesting. He's got a unusual job that he does, and John has the same problem sometimes where, they got to work for a living, and
Yeah.
we definitely understand that. So we're just grateful when we can get him on the shows and stuff. So
Usually he makes a comment, but he may be working again late.
yeah.
Anyways, we miss you, Rev.
Yep. So basically, see, today I saw you guys went into the smokehouse. You actually were able to add another pig to your order to be processed. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
And most of your projects, I know you kind of stuck on because you look out the window and all you do is wait an hour and see our weather change. So
No, actually, I just walk outside and it changes. I cannot believe how fast it changes from me looking out the window. Oh, it's sunshiny. I walk out the door, head to the pigs, start snowing.
You okay, baby?
I do have a pet peeve is I am tired of watching traditional homestead because every time I'm watching they're planting stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
I know.
And it's like so wrong. I mean, and the thing is not around here, they're planting so early that it's not even comprehensible. Because we really can't start till May or June. You could get away with May on some of your cold weather stuff, but you can put some stuff in your greenhouse or in your we have the green room growing room, but we can't even think about putting them outside to harden up because it gets too cold. And it's like, and they're sitting there like making comments like, well, it might get low as 30 degrees. And we're like, that's every day here.
Yeah, it really is.
So frustrating to watch people from North Carolina. So I was hoping to see Reb today. We could harass him.
I
But yeah.
got a bird trying to fly the coop.
There we go. Sorry
Okay.
about that, Paul.
Oh, that's right. It's just, now that you're here, we don't have anything to talk about.
No, I know, and I missed all the stuff. You guys were able to talk all about me behind my back while I was gone. So
Darn right.
Honey, I'll talk in front of you. It's okay.
nice.
So what's new over there in the west side of Oregon?
It's not real snowy or anything like that. We're getting real cold temperatures, but it's just wet, rainy, wet. Just won't stop. wet. I mean, but I did decide, regardless, I'm starting my seeds
Stand up, baby.
this weekend. I don't care. Starting.
That's what we are just talking about is we're watching traditional homestead, and they're planting already and working their greenhouse, and it's like, and
Going
then
out short sleeve shirts.
yeah, it's like, oh, it hit 70 degrees today. It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Do you remember when's the last time we saw 70 degrees around here?
September.
Yeah. It's been
No,
it's been a while here. I tell you
it
that.
might have been October, but
Of course, California, where Jack isn't exactly the best weather lately.
No, that's
oh
true.
no, 50 degrees.
No, Northern California is going to get hit real hard again here in the next day or two as well. So yeah.
They got some kind of weird weather. It's just going straight into the state. then it once it hits California, then it starts heading towards us, and sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, I keep hearing about stuff going on in California. I'm going, wow, that must be a shocker to those guys.
Yeah. They've had quite a few dry years. I tell you what, driving down there not too long ago, I'd never seen Shasta so low, and it's up to the very, very top. So it's good. They need it.
Yeah. So
They can have it.
that's right.
Pizzas are doing the same thing.
I thought Debbie was bringing us all coffee.
Sorry. Chicken or turkey's more important.
I swear, last time I went over to their house, we couldn't even talk to each other in their living room. It was so noisy. As soon as we split the two birds up, the two 50, I bought my 25 birds from her. As soon as we separated them, they started quieting down. But boy, when they were all together, we could hardly talk to each other.
Yeah, on that the video that you showed, it was like people trying to talk, can't hear a thing. Had to turn the volume up. The birds were just louder.
I know. It was cute. It's like, and it's like, you're a homesteader when you've had baby birds in your house. I mean, I don't think I know anybody that at one time or another put baby birds in their house.
Yeah, I got one here that's kind of acting weak.
Is it
It's one of the turkeys.
one of the turkeys? Is that the one you were just holding, or no?
Yeah.
The turkeys are sometimes hard to get started.
Yeah, the other ones are all popped up and walking all the time. This one is the one that I thought was dead. It just really limp and it's moving and stuff, but it's just like a feather.
Did it have that leg issue that Aimee's chicken had, or
No, I went over and seen her chicken.
did you?
Yeah, there was no helping it. That poor bird had no feeling on either of his legs. And he was walking on the elbows. And yeah, there was no bringing that one back.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
It's a lot better now. It was just thirsty.
So Jack had a question about our Central Oregon grown. We are going to have sausage, and I'm actually going to have a large quantity of sausage because my first pig's going to USDA over here. The USDA place over in our area, they can't do USDA ham. I'm going to have the ham. I'm keeping a couple pigs till later, and then I'm going to Sandy, Oregon, to have those processed there to have the hams, but they'll be much bigger pigs, and I can get smoked. So anyway, long story short, those hams are going to be turned into sausage. I'm not going to. So I'll have a lot of sausage, and probably 20 to 25% of the sausage we have made will be Italian, and then the rest, but most of it breakfast sausage. So I don't think I'm going to just do plain sausage.
Just plain ground pork.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So some people don't understand that they can make their own sausage.
See, that's just it with mine. I took all mine. The last pig I did, I probably got 40 pounds of ground pork, and that I like being able to either make it a breakfast sausage, either hot and spicy or Italian hot and spicy or regular. I like that. I did have a question though, Rob. When you got your pigs done last time, did you get a bunch of ground pork, or did they sausage it for you? What did you get when you did yours?
Actually, I never had the option to get link sausage. I was only able to get ground, and so I did 10% of that was of what I had 10% of Italian because we don't use that much, and the rest of it I did all breakfast sausage.
Oh, there you go.
And but I guess my problem is I've never really cooked with unflavored sausage where you could add your own flavors. You can make your own Italian sausage. You can make your own just by seasoning. And yep, it's snowing again, John. Anyway, so that's all we did was.
Hey, John and Debbie, you should go run outside and go see the snow. It'll be so exciting.
Thanks. I took a picture today. I'm savoring that stuff.
Yeah, so we've had so anyway, when I'm not, some of my pigs are going to be kind of small, a little bit for the first. I'm not. They're going to be good size. I mean, they're going to be 9 months old, but really, when they get into 10 or 11 months old, then you're looking at beefy pigs. But so I thought I'd hold back a couple of my pigs and let them go to July or something like that. And then I'll take those guys over to Sandy, Oregon, and then they'll be nice and big and I'll have really good ham out of them too. And they do USDA ham there.
Oh.
So I thought that'd be nice because then I'd have ham for the holidays in our store. And I should have a good supply of sausage from the first batch because I'm not going to have their hams done. I'm going to have their hams turned into sausage. So,
do you have an appointment with them already?
Which ones?
The ones in Sandy.
No, they're actually more flexible. They said, "Yeah, don't worry about when you call. We'll get you
Wow.
in." Yeah,
That's
because I know the deer hunters over there, they take up a lot of the time.
Oh, they do. But that's something to think about. Once you start getting into deer season, you might not want to wait that long,
Yeah, well, I'll probably do like July. I mean June or July, just to add
we're doing ours
another.
in June.
So yeah, they'll be good sized pigs, and I've got this new trailer, but I really don't think I could handle more than 3 big pigs in it. I mean, some people argue with me that you can probably carry more than that, but I was going to take 5 pigs down to be processed, but I'm kind of going, that trailer. And I mean, I'm sure, I think I'd like to break that up. So, and it keeps the cost spread out a little bit more too.
Yeah. So the 2 I got from you, Rob, I think, what was that? That was the middle of October. My date is May 15th, I believe is what it is, or that weekend anyway.
And mine actually, my first one's from that batch.
What's that?
So the first ones I'm doing from that batch, which are the same as yours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing. Did you get my? Oh no, you got the younger batch.
I'm second batch.
Yeah. So, our first batch is our first ones going into our new store, and so they're probably just over 200 and some odd pounds. So they'll be a little bit lighter than I would like, but I have them going in on April 10th.
Okay.
I would have probably liked it to have been a little more later, so that's why I'm holding some back. I was going to do 5 of them, but I'm just going to do 3. And then I'll take the two my those guys, wait till June or whatever, and then take those in and take them over to Sandy. So I know it's complicated, but every meat processor is different. When it's USDA, some reason I can't get USDA ham out of the butcher brothers, or what they call themselves, over in Prineville, but the guys in Sandy can. But so anyway, it's a new business to me. So live and learn, and plus I've never, believe it or not, I don't know if there's really a big skill to it, but I've never trailered livestock before. So I don't know if it's too weird anyway, but I mean, I can trailer fifth wheels and all that stuff, but I've never done livestock. So it'll be kind of a new adventure for me going through that process. So
don't stop too fast or start too fast.
Weak. I can just hear a bunch of squealing.
It's all right. Just leave him alone.
Okay.
Quit freaking out.
So is he responding, or did you get him water?
A little bit, but he's really limp. But he's moving around on his own.
I heard if you
water with syringe.
Put their little foot in the electrical socket, it'd be just like
Rob.
jolt.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah. So that'll perk them up.
Did you get those today, yesterday? When did you get those?
Yesterday.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So,
so they're 3 days old, and this one is the one that, when I brought him in, has been like this the whole time.
Yeah, you said you thought that was the casualty to begin with, right?
Yeah.
Darn it. Well,
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
turkeys are really hard to get started sometimes.
How many turkeys did you guys get, Debbie?
I ordered 6 and got 7.
Nice.
So
They just said, "What are we going to do with this dying turkey?" Just give it to them. Make it 7. I think it's a bonus.
it's a kidney. A gizzard.
You're just as cruel as I am.
No, because if I was really cruel, I would say, no,
You'd say what?
nothing's more tender than a pork.
That's where they come from.
Yeah. Oh my God. You two are terrible. Well, you're going to keep me up tonight, aren't you?
Well,
So what's some of your biggest projects going on there, John Pearson, in your area?
no, I got my seedling area all set up, tables set up, lights set up, all that stuff ready to go. I sat down and drew out all my papers on how many of which I'm going to plant and all that kind of stuff. I'm going stir crazy over here. I got the latest thing I'm doing is that chicken tractor that I made. I got to try to figure out a way to set the wheels up so that I can, pull a lever and have the wheels come down, pick up the ass end so I can drag it and that kind of stuff. But outside of that, keeping the bees alive, and I tell you what, those pigs, Rob, we had snow on Saturday. The snow melted off on Saturday afternoon, and the sun came out, and I got a little metal section on the barn that their paddock is real by, and they sat over there, got warmed up, and then decided they're going to go mud bathing. And I've got some pictures I'll have to share with you, because those pigs, you could not tell what color they are. They were just having
Did they
a
dig
ball.
craters?
Oh, huge.
Ours too. Now we've had 3 different kinds of pigs now, and these are the worst when it comes to digging.
Yeah. I went back. I have a little lean-to off this little barn that we have, and I have it all kind of corralled off, put a bunch of straw, made it really, really nice, and they just freaking destroy it. And there's craters in the yard. I can tell where they dug a crater up until they got into until the slough off got into the live wire, and you can tell when it stopped. But no, I tell you what, you're everybody's pigs, I'm sure, best life ever. I tell you what, they're
Oh
having,
yeah,
they're
mine
having,
are having a blast.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
digging holes, digging holes.
those black food bowls.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We had 4 of those, and we put them in between the round bowls, and we screwed them on there. They were fine through the last set of pigs. These guys come along, they ate them.
Just totally destroyed them.
Just ate them.
I saw some bowls that you can put. Have you seen the ones that go into a spare tire?
Oh yes, I just found those.
Thinking that might not be a bad idea. You know what I mean? Sit in a spare tire. Tire's a little bit heavy for a pig to flip, and they can't get their nose in because that bowl sits so tight into the. I guess you have to figure out what kind of rim it is.
Right, Jack? Yeah, I've seen those too, and I don't think they'll be able to lift those up.
No, I don't think so. So
Well,
Well, they didn't lift them up anyway. They just tore them apart.
crazy.
all I know is if you need to test your carpentry skills, build something for your pigs and put it inside their pen and see how long it lasts. If it
Well, they
lasts a
haven't
good time,
destroyed the water ones yet, and they're the same type of bowls used in both of them. They do not destroy the water one; they destroy the feed ones.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how well my A-frames have been holding up.
I've got a wooden platform that I pour the feed on. I can't put it into a bowl. I'll screw the bowls down to the wooden platform and they tear them off the wooden platform. I put big fender washers down and they tear them up. So
Yeah.
I just pour the feed on the wooden platform, which is nice. It keeps it out of the mud because there is mud. But yeah, still fun.
Yeah, so this weekend we're going to take one of the pigs I'm holding back is called Fireball. We're going to put him with Sparky, and so I don't know what to expect. I understand I shouldn't have any trouble putting a younger pig, but a good sized pig.
Sparky will
And with
tell him
Sparky?
who boss is.
And then I just hope it doesn't get too rough. But I'm kind of hoping that I can get him paired up so he has a partner in there for a while. Sparky's castrated and not a threat to him at all, and there's no hormones with him. But anyway, so that's our big adventure this weekend is we're going to get him moved over to Sparky's thing. Hopefully Sparky doesn't kill him.
It'll probably be about a 20-minute standoff, and then it's over.
Actually, I read up on it, and it could go. They can do that for up to a week. They can,
And luckily I got a
Tell
camera
who
on him so I
boss
can
is.
watch him. And it's definitely snowing outside, guys. Gosh.
Thanks, Rob. I feel so much better.
Yes.
I was going to go take my turkey for a walk.
He's like, well, I know John's trying to put security cameras on his animals, and it's like, I go, it's actually depressing because a lot of times when there's bad weather, you see it on those cameras. It's like, what?
Come on, baby.
Hey, Rob, what do you
Yeah.
use? Where did you get your wireless cameras? Are they like a Costco brand, or what did you get?
They're called X Mart, the letter X and then Mart. And they're on Amazon, and they've been working good, and they're similar. John just bought some too, and he's and it sounds like they work the same as mine, but they can be a little tricky to pair onto the system. So actually, I'm going to go to John's and see if his is like mine, and we'll get through that. But pairing your cameras up to the unit itself sometimes can be frustrating. But
Yeah, I'm just not sure. They will work with the wire if I hardwire it in.
Right.
But they will not work. Once you pull the hard wire out, they don't stay working.
Yeah.
So something between the antennas or something that's just not paired right.
It's probably your unit, and I pretty much know. I think I know what your problem is, and once I kind of figured it out, but because I had that where I check the cameras out, you have to hardwire into the system so the system recognizes it, and then it says, oh yeah, we see camera number 2. Great. All that stuff. Then you go and unplug it and the darn thing disappears.
Yep.
And so
That's
I
what it
found
does.
out that if you go through the unit, I have a controller. Where'd it go? Anyway, a controller that goes to the actual unit itself. And if I go into that menu and go into cameras there and then say add the camera that you see right now onto the system, and it works. And so anyway.
Unobstructed, what do you get distance wise?
Mine says 64 feet.
64?
Unless there's like several trees in the way and wheelbarrow or something. But I can get out pretty far. I can get I have cameras. Well, you saw where my babies were when you got that. There was a camera in their feral house, and we watched them when they were little. And I actually went out farther, and I'm still I'm capturing that camera too. So, but if it gets behind if I put it on the backside of a tree,
right,
and it will block the signal. No, I won't be able to reach it here. So you really got to think about where that. You could have your camera behind a tree, but if you put the antenna out to the side, then you'll be good.
Gotcha.
But anyway, but
and mainly ours is just for the chickens anyway, so they're really close to the house.
Yeah, you won't have any trouble. But you might be surprised. I mean, you put in the right place and the chicken wire or something will interfere with it and it'll block the signal.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, you just got to experiment and see. What you do is you set up your camera, walk 2 acres back to your house, look at the camera, go, crap, it's not working. Walk 2 acres back, move it around a little bit, go back 2 acres back, and then you check it and go, got it. And you go 2 acres. So yeah,
well, I've got a hawk that's really interested in how to get into the cages. So I want to keep an eye out for him.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty interesting. And then the funny thing about these cameras too, by the way, is they're motion sensors and stuff like that, and it goes onto a hard drive and saves it. So back when I had the Bobcat, yeah, I have 8 cameras that throughout the night is motion goes on all the time. So he got like hundreds of clips of from those cameras before you can even find where. I went through so much film before I could find the bobcat attacking the birds. It was hard to do. So it's not a very glamorous system, but it's nice to have.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you really want to know what happened, you can find out, Yeah.
Something I'm going to have to invest in for sure.
And but from those cameras, now that I get the mobile chicken shaw, I know what I need to do security wise to be able to use it again, because I got to see all the weak points that the bobcat found on camera. So, and trust me, when people tell you, "Oh, put fencing around it, electrical to keep the bobcat out," no way.
Jump right over that thing.
48-inch electrical fence. He jumped it like nothing.
Yeah,
and it was live, and didn't even phase him. So you'll learn a lot about your animals and your predators.
That's why I went with wire all the way around them.
Yeah,
they got to get through the wire, then they can have the chickens.
I even have the wiring going out on the ground, and then I have the weed barrier, that fabric on top of that, and then I have bricks.
So they're
Make sure they're not getting in there.
And that's what the mobile chicken tractor is. Once it's sealed, it's completely locked in. I just had 2 weak spots. I left the door open. That was the first mistake. The second part was where the milk cartons in the back where we got the eggs. He was able to work one of those loose and get his body through that hole back there that he created. So we've got a solution to both of those. So our chickens should be nice and safe and be able to roam the back 2 acres. And when they go in their house at night, they got the new shutter door that locks them in. and they should be safe. We'll find out.
Is that shutter door have like you can adjust the time to open and close on your phone kind of thing, or is it a computer thing?
It's a well, it's a solar panel that keeps it charged up, and you can turn it on where it'll shut the door when it gets dark, and when it lightens up by itself, it'll open up. So it's light sensitive.
So it's just photocell type
Yeah,
of.
but it does say I have the option of doing timers, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So,
Gotcha.
but the Bobcat back then, it was completely dark both times.
Yeah.
So never. So yeah. So definitely the security cameras are nice to have on your animals. So you can also see how many mice you got.
No, we got plenty of mice around here.
Oh my God. If I don't know how much food I waste on the chickens, that because the mice at night will come out and check all around their feeders, and they spill like crazy. And so I could just sit there and watch mice all night. And
it's funny that the Rhode Islands will not catch mice.
I know.
The Broad Rocks, they'll catch them in a minute and eat them. They catch every single one that comes in their pen. But the roadies, they just watch them.
Tell them about the food the other day.
What? Oh my God. Oh, Rob, FYI,
Yeah.
the roadies I'm giving you will not eat pellets.
Uh-oh.
I put some pellets in there.
Well, actually, that's all right. I use crumbles.
Because they were getting like sickly, and coming to find out they weren't eating their food. So I changed to the crumble, and they eat that. So I had some left over, and I kind of was just throwing it in their pen for them to scratch around. Every single one of those little suckers turned their nose up and walked away.
They went up to the bowl, looked at it.
I even threw some on the ground. Nope, they went like this and walked away. And then that new feeder that we're trying with the PVC pipe.
Yeah,
they eat it out of that perfectly. So I put what I had in there before I put it on the ground. It's still sitting in there. They will not touch it.
Damn birds.
Picky birds.
Well, luckily, I was just thinking, I thought I had pellets, but I use crumbles for the chickens, so I'm okay.
I just wanted to tell you because they will not eat them.
Pellets, nope.
The other birds will, but not them.
John, you have chickens, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind do you have?
I have I have a few Americanas, Rhode Island Reds. There's one, I don't know what the heck kind of one it is. Just a little teeny chicken, lays little white eggs. I don't know what it is. I have 7 birds.
So is your Rhode Island Red mean?
No.
Not to people, but to the other birds.
I haven't seen that. We had an original set of 5. My son had given me. He had 13. He moved. He needed to have a place for his chickens to be for a while, so we let him keep them at our place. He left us 5, took the rest. Then we got 3 of those. Then got eaten by predators. We got 6 more. One of those got eaten by a predator, and then so we're down to 7. We have 7 birds. At first, when you mix the new and the older birds, there was a bit of a pecking order thing going on.
Yeah.
But nothing, not right now. No.
Yeah, the 5 I have left because I lost one a couple weeks ago.
They're like a gang.
Yeah, they gang up on the other. I literally had to pull them out.
Yeah.
Because my Broad Rocks have no back feathers at all.
Oh man.
It's taken them 3 weeks to grow some back, and they're still pretty bare back there.
Wow.
But yeah, they beat them up.
Yeah, mine right now they're getting along. Of course, like I said, I only have 7. I actually took the day off on March 17th because one of the farm stores who will not pre-sell birds on the 17th is getting all of the birds in that I want. And they said, well, it's going to be first come, first serve. I took the day off. I'm going to get my goddamn birds. Now, I know, Debbie, you offered to meet. I would, but I appreciate that.
And
but
they had all barred rocks in the other day.
see, that's so.
They were surprised because usually the lady who does the birds, she was telling us that on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, people come with their lawn chairs
And wait for the
and
store to
sit
open.
outside until 10 o'clock when the birds come.
And that's
And they're gone within 15 minutes.
yeah.
That day we went in, just happened to be lucky. That's
Yeah.
all it was to it. They
Yeah.
only had 2 types of birds there.
Yeah.
And they were surprised that they were there.
And see, right now in our area, the barred rocks, they're done. There was a couple of, they had those a week ago or so, and it was a quick deal. The birds that they have coming in on the 17th at the one Junction City feed store that I'm going to, and like I said, I feel bad. I took the day off of work. I just told the boss that I needed a personal day on the 17th. Got to get my birds. So,
Hopefully
but
he doesn't watch.
I don't care what they have. So I'm getting birds.
Isaac, you're right. Even online trying to get birds is tough.
Oh, it is.
It's
that
really tough.
yeah, that Jinx place, which
Yeah.
I've had great luck just with the communication with those folks. But
yeah, they're excellent.
they have birds, but I mean, and I could wait. It's not that big a deal. I could wait. I just don't want to. And, but you know what I mean? They
Exactly.
I'm if I wait for them for the barred rocks now, it's April, end of April
Mhm.
before I can get them, and that's fine. But I don't want to wait.
No, heck no. You want to get them starting to
Now.
lay eggs.
I know. I start thinking, well, let's see, end of April. Then I've got to wait. I don't know how many months before they start laying. 20 weeks or better. It's like, then you're in the middle of winter when they don't really lay that much. So.
Yep. Isaac's got it.
Yep. 2 minutes.
No, I was talking about Isaac.
Mhm.
Yeah, I waited 3 months for the Red Rangers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I just got the turkeys today, and I ordered those the same time. So yeah, it's a long wait.
Yep.
I get it with turkeys because they only lay once a year for like a week and a half or something. So there's not a whole lot of them.
Yeah. It's around here. It's not as long as Elijah said, as far as 12 weeks, but it's a bit of a wait. And depending on the hatchery, if it's Jenks is a JENKS is a big hatchery. It's one of the oldest ones in the area. The other ones that are around, they're sold out. I mean, they're done. That's
Yeah.
it. So
I actually never buy birds from the stores like that, but I find that hard to believe. So
I think Winco's, they're only going for another
Wilco.
month. Wilco for another month, and then they're done for the year.
wow.
yeah.
Yeah, they didn't get all the birds that they wanted this year.
Yeah, they have a coastal here that said that they've purchased birds and they pre-bought birds up through September, but they can't tell you what or when or anything like that. I just know I'm getting my birds on the 17th, even if I have to steal them from somebody's back.
Go to Debbie's house.
That's your only day off, right?
That's it.
I told you I'll bring him down to you, honey.
I know, sweetie. I appreciate that. I really.
Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and
for you.
wrap it up here. I want to make sure I got all my comments there. Sorry, I didn't. Yep. Elijah, it was good to see you. Anyway, going to wrap up the video right here. So I might actually make it under a minute. I mean, under an hour.
Are you still there, baby?
Yep. He's
Yeah.
sleeping.
It's
Okay. Well, anyway, guys,
head
thank you very
clear
much for
under the
watching. I
desk.
want to thank everybody and host. We'll see Rev and we'll see Aimee probably next week. And I hope everybody has a great week. And I hope the weather all improves for everybody. So,
Amen.
yeah.
Yes.
So
Stay
have a good
warm.
one, everybody. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.
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 This video is made possible by Ranger Rob Poopy Bags, available in Amazon right now.
Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.